What up guys, it's your boy the Broken Wolf, and today we're looking at the Huawei Mate 30 Pro. Okay, so the packaging is very standard, very traditional. You get the box, in the box with the, the logo and everything, right? In the box we get the phone first. We get the pin for the SIM card. We get a 40 watts super fast charger. We get a cable, USB type A to type C, right? And we get a type headphones type C, as you can see in the box, right? That's pretty much it. Let's move on to the phone. Okay, so first off, the phone feels slightly thicker than the P30 Pro, and it weighs in at 198 grams with a 6.53 inch OLED waterfall display with full HD resolution, 2400 by 1176. So you do get good contrast and you get the pure deep blacks. The display is what Huawei is calling the horizon display, and what this means is that there is no edge bezel, and the screen, as you can see, spills right over the side. It looks amazing. With curves at 88-degree angle, literally another level. The curves are not just for show, but they have actual functionality built in. So what you do is you double tap and then you slide. So this is to adjust the volume. What that means is there are no volume buttons. They've removed the volume buttons, which is another level. And this is on both sides. And you just slide, which is pretty cool. And you can hear a little vibration as you're going up and down. So yeah, that's pretty amazing to me. So that's, as I said, it's on both sides. Now obviously the display is stretched out with the waterfall or horizon display. What that entails is that you're gonna need a case. I mean, you're gonna need a really good case, because what it means is that there's a larger surface area. So even a little tap like that is gonna damage that edge screen, and then it's gonna affect your functionality, because it has a, the edges also have functionality. So this display just leaves the top and bottom bezel. So I mean, it still looks good. The phone is not 120 or 90 hertz, but a 60 hertz refresh rate, unlike the like this phone, which is the Nubia Magic Red Magic 3S, and the OnePlus 70 Pro does have a 90 hertz display, or 120 hertz display. I can't remember which one, but yeah. The front and back of the phone is made of Gorilla Glass 6. It is meant to be scratch free and scratch resistant, sorry. And the edges of the phone is built with an aluminium frame. The phone has an IP68 rating, which means it's waterproof and dustproof. The edges, if you look at the edges, there's literally one physical button, and that's only for the power button. So because of the interactive edges, there's no volume button. On the bottom we have the SIM card tray. We've got a microphone, USB-C port, and one speaker. So it's not a stereo setup. On the top we have another microphone, and we have an IR blaster to control household appliances like a TV, etc, etc. Also, there is no earpiece speaker, as it's embedded in the display, and you can feel the vibrations when you play something, which is pretty cool. It's clear, and the phone comes in 128 GB storage, so you can expand if you need more space. But 128 GB is still pretty big. But the thing is, if you do want to expand, you have to get Huawei's own proprietary nano memory card, which is a little buzzkill because you can't just get a micro SD card and then put it inside. Within the display is a super fast and accurate built-in optical fingerprint scanner, and it's probably the fastest one I've used ever. Pretty fast. See that? Okay, okay, just another quick demonstration of the speed of the fingerprint scanner. See how fast that is? It's just super fast. Fastest I've used ever. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so on the top we have we don't have a punch hole, but we still have a pretty big notch, as you can see, and it's only big because it houses 3 different sensors. So first off, we have a 32 megapixel front camera. Then next up we have a 3D depth sensor used for 3D facial unlocking, and it detects unique features of your face and head, so it's more secure, safe, and fast. It's actually so fast that you can even the phone even unlocks before you can even get to the fingerprint scanner. Let me just turn to the side. So that's my face. Unlocks, right? Unlock. See that? So even when I'm trying to like get to the thing, even see that it's so quick that it even unlocks before I can even get to the fingerprint scanner. See that? Well, let me actually try it. Well, I mean, it's still pretty fast. And finally, we have a gesture sensor, and what that is it's used for touchless interaction. So for instance, if you want to take a screenshot, right, you put your palm out and you can see that it senses your hand on top, and then you would close your arm as a fist, and it will take a snapshot. Right now, another thing that you can do is, say you want to scroll I think it's a scroll up or scroll down. Yeah, so if you want to scroll up, put your palm out, wait for the sensor to sense your hand. That's it. And if you want to scroll down, you put your back of the palm, and then you scroll up. So it's simple. It is useful, but I don't know if it does. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. So yeah. Okay, so if you don't like the notch, it can be hidden. What you gotta do is you just have to go to the settings. Come on. You can go to the notch settings. Right, just search for it, and then you can turn it off. Right, you do that and it's off. You do this and it's back on. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so on the back we have a quad camera setup. The phone kind of looks like a Panasonic Lumix camera. So we got 4 cameras, and they're housed, or they're contained within what Huawei calls the halo ring, and it's placed in the midsection, so and it doesn't bump out as much. So what that means is there is no wobble effect like some other phones. For instance, this phone over here is the Nubia Red Magic 3S, and it's curved, so, and it's got yeah, I mean, you can see what I mean. It's got a wobble effect. So this phone does not have that, which is pretty awesome. Moving on. First up, we have a wide angle 40 megapixel cine camera that shoots at 10 megapixel by default with a 1.7 inch sensor size. Next up, we have a telephoto camera with a 3 times optical zoom, which delivers at 8 megapixel resolution. A new 40 megapixel ultra wide camera with a 1.54 inch sensor. The sensors allow more light to be captured, which leads to an increased low light performance. And also this camera, the new camera, can also record in 4K videos at 60 frames per second. And finally, we have a 3D TOF depth sensor camera. Moving on to the performance of the phone, right? Just give me one sec. So at the core of the phone, you have Huawei's own super powerful Kirin 990 octa-core CPU with a 4G version and a 5G version, right? And obviously I got the 4G version because it was a lot cheaper. And within the CPU, within the cores, you have the Mali G76 graphics processor and the Cortex A76 ARM design. The CPUs have improved performance and energy efficiency, but still a lot of people have said that the performance falls behind phones powered by the Snapdragon 855 Plus. Powering the phone, right, is a big battery. So it's a 4,500 milliamp battery, giving you more. Well, it gave me more than a day's worth of battery, sometimes more than a day and a half's worth of battery. There's also, but the thing is, you get the super fast 40 watts charger. There's also a 27 watts wireless charging pad. That's 3 times faster. So this phone is a beast. And there's also reverse charging like the Samsung S10 Plus. The chipset, or bit the CPU, right, also has improved power efficiency and intelligent power management system, and it keeps the phone juiced up for longer. So it kind of like manages the power, tries to keep the phone in power for longer. Also embedded right within the phone is this material called a graphene film, and what this does, it conducts heat away very fast, keeping the device cool from the inside out, right? So the phone does come with Android 10, but with EMUI on top, but with no Google Play Store or Google services, so no YouTube, no Gmail, no nothing. But obviously my supplier, he was nice enough to actually install the Play Store and YouTube for me, which is, which I'm happy about, because it would have taken me forever to figure that out. Actually, there are some simple websites that show you how to do it very easily. Anyway, so pushing this Google thing aside, right? You still have dark mode, which helps with the battery, with saving more power, obviously. So what you do is you go to your options, display and brightness, and you can turn on dark mode, and then you have the dark mode. Also, you can change the color and eye comfort, right, to help you with your eyes. And it also has the always on display. So what you can do is you go to always on display, and then you have all these options. You can schedule the phone to change to the always on display. You have all this customization that you can add. So you got the spaceman, you've got the bird that I'm using right now, you've got the earth thing, and it's got all these other fancy clocks that you can use, right, which is pretty cool. One more thing is the gesture. There's 3 gesture navigations, right? So what you do is you go to settings, go all the way down to systems update, and then you got system navigation, and then you can have the 3 key navigation. So you can get those 3, which are easy to use, and then or you can just use the gesture one, which I'm using, and also you can use the navigation dock, which is on right now. So the gesture navigation is simple. You just swipe up, and then you can get rid of all the applications you're using. This little navigation dock thing is pretty simple to use as well. If you're on YouTube and you're watching a video, so if you're on YouTube and you're watching something. Alright, so today I'm going to share the top 4 programming languages that oh crap. Okay, so what you can do and then
top 5 programming languages for you to
put
learn.
that off. So you could just press the button, you go back, and then hold the button, and then you just go back to the home screen, which is pretty simple. The phone also has this eye monitoring thing, so it knows when your face has rotated, and so when you're sleeping and stuff, it won't just rotate on its own, which is kind of annoying with the old phones. There's also this knuckle sense thing that it has, So if you want to take a screenshot, like instead of using this, right, you can just double tap on the screen. Let me show you. So double tap with your knuckles though. You can do that, and then there's also 2 knuckles, and what that does, come on, work. It records the screen, so it starts recording the screen. One more time. There we go. One more time. Yeah, so it does work. There's also what they call the split screen. So say you're on YouTube and you're watching something, let's see.
Samsung's Galaxy S6 packs an 8-core processor, wireless charging, and one of the best cameras on a smartphone.
Right, what you do is you get your knuckle and you swipe. Come on. So this was hard to do. I don't know what. Yeah, so it splits up, and then say you're using Chrome, so you can split the screen, and you can press that little bar in the middle, and you can switch, right? And if you're done with double split screen, press that bar again, and you can press X, and then you're done. So yeah, I mean, this phone is pretty good. I mean, aside from you know, this Google thing, the Google Play Store services, if it wasn't for this, this would probably be the best phone out for me in 2019. Let's just watch something on YouTube. I didn't show you the display of the screen. Let's go back to YouTube. Let's watch a little bit of Thanos versus Iron Man.
You throw another moon at me, and I'm gonna lose it. Stop. You have my respect, Stark. When I'm done, half of humanity will still be alive.
So yeah, pretty good. Do subscribe and like.